Gentlemen, I would like to tell you the story of a kid I met in seventh grade. And his name is Daniel. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was younger, I wasn't exactly sheltered. I was allowed to go out or whatever, but I rarely had any friends that I thought I could count on. There weren't a lot of people in my life at that time that I were able to really, meld with, because I wasn't exactly the best at communication. I really did have a streak on me that I thought that I was smarter than everybody. And as I was growing up, I was one of those kids that kind of just fit in to fit in. Not like I was fitting in, but I was kind of just there, I was neither positive nor negative. I rubbed people the wrong way just as anybody does. But there were a lot of people that looked out for me. And I remember as I was growing up, I had this dude around me named Christopher Cerrito. And I remember Chris being my first real, I'm going to his house. I'm going to, hang out with him or whatever. When I got into middle school, shit kind of changed for me a little bit between him and me. I guess because he was I don't want to. I fucked up a lot. Me being a poor kid, I thought I could get away with a lot of shit. I thought I could be who I wasn't given a chance to be, if that makes sense. And it might not right now, but hopefully by the end of this you get it. Stick that as the lesson of the story. And while I was, going to a new school, I had kind of missed, and we're going to talk about that. I had missed my sixth grade, the last day of sixth grade, the last day of elementary school, because I was having gas problems or some shit. It was something weird that was fucking me up. And okay, so that wasn't on. That's not good. I don't know why that's doing that. Anyway. So I was kind of getting acclimated to the idea of, most of the friends that I made, I'm going to have to make new ones. And who knows where I'm going in high school. And oh my God, I'm graduating. And I used to pour over those memories all the time, thinking damn, I'm going to be going someplace else. I felt the shift, the change. And as I was growing up in seventh grade, it was I was being kind of surrounded by people who were similar interests because we had met in different places. But there was never a real, it was always just us, we were just those kids, the Yu-Gi-Oh kids, the da-da-da. And of course, some of the eighth graders, be around the block, hey, we know these guys, we know blah, blah, blah. But out of everybody in that school, that nigga Danny, yo, he let me say some of the wildest shit to him, bro. He let me go on. He let me go on about him being my forever rival, Ash and blue and red. I guess we're gonna do it like that because I forgot if canonically Ash has fought Red or if it's Ash and Gary. I know then there's the rival that you know what I mean. And I swore, yo, because he was just so talented at everything he put his hands on, yo. Like, the dude could ice skate at age like 11, 12, like figure skater type shit, at least keeping his balance and spinning. And I was just in awe of him, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna be just like you in a year, and then I'm gonna beat you, and I'm gonna make you acknowledge me as the better of us. Because, yo, like, my own brother don't give a fuck, bro. Like, my brother went through some hard shit in his life, especially the fucking Marines. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend, but like, I didn't have dudes in the crib, you know? That's why I used to say to people, yo, if you got siblings, if you got somebody who can occupy a point in your ear, and you got somebody who, like, you can really fuck with, who you can listen to, you know? Like, it's much different than growing up and knowing that your parents got to go to work or something on the weekend and you just going to be home alone for a couple hours. It's a lot different when the only space you'll ever know is your own is a space that can be entered into at any time. Like, it's different when you got a door. Anyway, Danny was the person who taught me that just because you got the door don't mean shit get easy. And it's like he stuck around. He stuck around and put me up when I wasn't the coolest, the fastest. You know, we all used to play Manhunt a lot. Every day, bro. No wonder I was like skinnier growing up, because like I was running every day. Like I at some point I was fast as fuck, boy. At some point I was fast as fuck, boy. I remember one time Danny and a bunch of other 8th graders, for some reason they was chasing 7th graders. Like, they would pick one, it was just one random ass day, and they only did this once. They would just pick a 7th grader and then they would just chase them around. But like, they didn't jump up or nothing. It was just funny to see if they was gonna catch up. And like, they had caught 2 people already. So I'm standing around and I'm laughing, and I remember this dude Paul. This dude Paul was like, he didn't say, I know you not laughing, but he said, I know you not standing there. And I was like, is that, and I remember saying specifically, is that because, oh, come on. And I remember he said, yeah, and everybody came, and everybody in the school for the next day was talking about, yo, I've never seen you run that fast in my life. You was literally, you zoomed across the entire, like, it's a big ass area for a fucking 7th grader to film. Like, you ran across the entire, like, park in like 4.5 seconds. Like, I was, oh my God. I never felt fear or panic in my life. You know, if I would have ran into something, I would have probably had a concussion if I would have ran into something at that speed. Oh my God. And then in high school, because of course our school is a fucking pipeline, same brother, same dude. And it's like, I remember there was a period in time where I just happened to be in the same area as him often, and like we would hang out. Then he got his own place and we would hang out. I would always see him in the park. I would talk to him, then I got into college, and then I got into jobs, and then we kind of separated for a bit. And then we came back together. He is the personification of what I mean when I say, I don't hang out with nobody that make me say, what do you mean by that? And the other adequate, like, I don't feel like I would give him that title just yet because I don't know what's gonna happen in my life. But like I'm like 75-80% sure that's my best man at my wedding. At this point, like, I don't need to see that nigga because we literally interact so often and just communicate. Like, there was a point where people was posting some dumb shit on Facebook and he would try to have a discussion with him, and Danny don't do discussions on the internet. He's not one of them. Like, if he could not post for a year and nobody would be concerned, he would do it. And like, I would give like a little like or a little like maybe a love react. I would give a react or something. And it would communicate my entire agreement or my entire position. And he would be like, so I'm not bugging, right? And I'd be like, no, that's definitely how you would say that. And it was like, we'd have conversations like that. And I knew that we were having those conversations because when I'd end up in our special Discord for the homies, we would bring it up. And we'd be like, yeah, no, that's what I thought you were saying by that. And I've never not been on the same page with dude. He's like me, the observer. Like, we're not clean people, but we clean people. Like, we've been through shit. He's one of them, yo, I've been through shit and I've just got to keep going to make it better for myself at some point. He one of them. He one of those, yo, I'm a BI. Worry about you, my G. Worry about you, my G. Oh yeah, we had a stint hanging out when he had a place near me. And we never needed nothing but each other's company. And sometimes, and he'll know what I'm talking about when I say this, sometimes I feel like at points, I wasn't honoring that. And at the same time, I would make that very clear. Yo, I don't want it to be about that. And I feel like he knows, like, yo, when you need something, you know, that's when you do a little extra legwork. Like, I don't have to explain the outside of a motive to him. He knows what's good. And that's cool because he's also come to me the same way. There's never a need, like, there's never a, we're there when we're there. And he was one of the first people in my life to teach me that, like, the right people stay, yo. The right people stay. Cause we had a lot of homies, yo, a lot of people that, like, they would jack Danny. They would jack him. Oh, that's my man's. Disappeared real fucking quick off the map. I had an issue pop up with one of Danny's friends. Well, we were friends, but like, nah, that's not him. He'd have to have gotten under my radar like, at this point, I would have to be Dexter to have gotten away with anything under Danny's wing. I'd have to be Dexter. And I'm just not, because I'm here all the time. Danny was the first person who ever subscribed to my channel. Danny is the only user in Twitch history that hasn't broken their streak. It's the paradigm shift. Whether through reasons on hither, you know. Hither on too. Danny has never let a notification go by. I've been live every single day that he subscribed. So 24 days out of the last 2 years have belonged exclusively. It's gonna be crazy when I blow up, yo. Cause I got people like that in real life. People that won't let me down and will continue to push. That's the guy. I can't give up for them. I can't give up for you. That's the story of Danny Rokit, as far as I'd like to tell, because we got mad more stories, but some things can remain private, all right? Deuces.